July 21, 2025. Daily Bread. Passage. 1 Chronicles chapter 10 verse 1 to 14. Key verse. Verse 13-14a. Title: Saul's End. Now the Philistines fought against Israel, and the men of Israel fled before the Philistines and fell slain on Mount Gilboa. And the Philistines overtook Saul and his sons, and the Philistines struck down Jonathan and Abinadab and Malchishua, the sons of Saul. The battle pressed hard against Saul, and the archers found him, and he was wounded by the archers. Then Saul said to his armor-bearer, "Draw your sword and thrust me through with it, lest these uncircumcised come and mistreat me." But his armor-bearer would not, for he feared greatly. Therefore Saul took his own sword and fell upon it. And when his armor-bearer saw that Saul was dead, he also fell upon his sword and died. Thus Saul died, he and his 3 sons and all his house died together. And when all the men of Israel who were in the valley saw that the army had fled and that Saul and his sons were dead, they abandoned their cities and fled, and the Philistines came and lived in them. The next day, when the Philistines came to strip the slain, they found Saul and his sons fallen on Mount Gilboa. And they stripped him and took his head and his armor, and sent messengers throughout the land of the Philistines to carry the good news to their idols and to the people. And they put his armor in the temple of their gods and fastened his head in the temple of Dagon. But when all Jabesh Gilead heard all that the Philistines had done to Saul, all the valiant men arose and took away the body of Saul and the bodies of his sons, and brought them to Jabesh. And they buried their bones under the oak in Jabesh and fasted 7 days. So Saul died for his breach of faith. He broke faith with the Lord in that he did not keep the command of the Lord, and also consulted a medium, seeking guidance. He did not seek guidance from the Lord. Therefore the Lord put him to death and turned the kingdom over to David the son of Jesse. Daily Bread Message. The historical narrative in 1 Chronicles starts with the end of Saul's kingship over Israel. Saul's kingship had begun with great promise. He seemed humble and could win battles when he was filled with the Spirit. The judge Samuel was Saul's shepherd and tried to teach him the ways of the Lord. But in the end, Saul was rejected as Israel's king. His son Jonathan, who had a pure heart, was killed with him on the battlefield. Some faithful and courageous men retrieved Saul's body, paying him honor, but Saul's end was undeniably tragic. The Chronicler clearly tells us that Saul died because of unfaithfulness. He disobeyed God's word and sought help from a fortune-teller instead of inquiring of the Lord. Inquiring of the Lord means to seek a personal relationship with Him. It is the core of our life of faith. When Saul did not grow in his personal relationship with God, he became consumed with pride and jealousy and was finally an instrument of the devil. In Saul, we can see the terrible outcome of a life that fails to seek God. Prayer. Father, thank you for the warning you give me through Saul's life. May I always be found seeking and inquiring after you to find the blessed way. One word. Inquire of the Lord.